What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Each One Teach One.
Yes, sir.
Where we like to recognize our entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, and hopefully gain some insight on how to become better entrepreneurs and just hit the journey that they started with. We here today with Mr. Amir Driver at the MADE in NORFOK store.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Hustler, father.
Yeah.
My man's been grinding. They've been getting it up in the store. And we just here to learn how they started. So go ahead and tell people something about yourself.
Well, first, my name is Amir Driver, A Driver. I'm a rapper, artist, entrepreneur from Norfolk. You see me in the MADE in NORFOK store. We've been doing clothes for about 8 years now. I've been doing clothes for 8 years now. My partner and I have been a partnership for about 5 or 6 years now. Store been open for about 2 years now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Word. That's proud of y'all, man.
Yeah, man, we moving.
What made you get into clothes?
So I always worked in the retail space, you know what I'm saying? I was a manager at DTLR, manager at Jimmy Jazz, manager at Sports Zone when it was around. So I always kind of been in the retail space. MADE in NORFOK came about, you know, because I'm a rapper first, you know what I'm saying? And what happened is I put it on a hat because I was going out of town doing a lot of shows, and that was a part of my introduction, telling people I was from the town. So when I would come home, the homies would be like, yo, let me get a hat, bro. Let me get a t-shirt, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I started giving it to them. And then I started using it with DJs to like leverage, getting my records played. You know what I mean? Like, yo, hey, bro, look, man, I'm gonna give you 3 hats, bro. Play my shit for me at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? What with me?
Facts.
So
that's smart though.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Because I saw it was a demand for it, and like I said, I just leveraged it, and then from there, it just grew. You know. Once I brought my partner Carnell on, you know what I'm saying, we really took it to another space because I was moving, you know, I was doing a lot of things, and he was like, yeah, bro, I can help you, you know what I mean, get a lot of the production and distribution out, so that's what we did. You know, by him being from Norview, you know what I'm saying, and a really, really tapped in neighborhood, you know, they really gravitated to it real strong.
Facts.
And it really helped take it to another space, you know. I'm from Poplar Halls, and I went to Moore, so a lot of my ties is in Park Place, you know what I mean, that side of town, so they was really on it with me. And then he brought in that aspect of it. So that's like the town for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's, once you get like big areas like that, it's kind of hard to like dispute and fight with. So that's really what took off with it, man.
You gave the city something to be proud of, man, because coming up, I remember you was corny if you was wearing a VA hat, bro, like you was from New York, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, don't get me started. That was like, that really was one of the reasons why I really wanted and made the branding in itself, though. Because like, I was like, man, we need a Yankee fitted, man, because this VA hat is not it.
It's not it, never was.
This gas station joint is not the one, you know what I'm saying? So, from there, you know, I just went with the simple script because I felt like it just was self-explanatory in itself, though. Like, it ain't have to be too crazy. It just was enough, you know what I mean? And once we put it on hats, it went from hats to t-shirts. You know, bro put it on sweatshirts. I came up with the Tour de Norfolk I did with all the neighborhoods on the back. He put it on the sweatshirt and we ran with it. Like, now, you know what I'm saying? That was it.
So when you first started, it was on hats. And so basically your custom demand made you kind of want to push out there.
Yeah, for sure. I tell a lot of people when they start in clothing lines and things of that nature, like start small and wait for your demand to grow. Once the demand grows, you start to meet the demand gradually. You know what I mean? So you don't overwhelm yourself. Cause like I say, we blessed to be here for 2 years, but prior to this, we was out the trunk with it, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Remember. We was out the trunk with it. Like, you call, we pulling up. You DM, we gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So you just gotta work until the demand is to the place where it's of a certain level for you to meet and do certain things.
What was the hardest part when y'all started?
Meeting and demand. Yeah, meeting and demand. Like finding retailers outside of us, wholesalers, and people that do production and things of that nature is always difficult when you are independent. Because we, like I said, we're blessed to be here, but we still small scale for real. So, you know, when you trying to get products, sometimes it takes a little bit longer because you ain't ordering 1,000 pieces.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nike ordering whatever, how many they got in-house making it. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff we making here, but stuff we have to outsource still has to come from a second party, and that takes time, you know what I mean, when you're dealing with other people. So that's probably the hardest thing. Like I tell everybody, finding vendors be the biggest issue, but once you find somebody to rock with, you lock in, that shit work.
When you so were y'all making anything on your own before y'all got the store?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like we still do a lot of the production now, like a lot of the custom the classic logo t-shirts like that you see here, hoodies and things of that nature, we all do in store. 3/4 zips we press in store. Embroidered products and some screen print and direct to garment based products we outsource until we get the equipment to do that. But that's on the agenda also, you know what I mean? So we can be completely internal, you know what I mean? And integrate vertically, you know what I mean? And the goal is to really start to hire the homies to be able to work the equipment. So it's like we
teach them.
Right, we got a complete infrastructure of growth, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what's next for it though.
When you Did you know anything about direct to garment, screen printing, pressing, vinyl? So you had to learn everything from scratch.
I tell everybody, like, you know, YouTube University is your favorite, your best asset in anything you're trying to do. Like, when people come to me like, yo, bro, I'm trying to do this, I always ask, have you Googled it, bro? Did you go to YouTube and type it in and just see what pops up? Because if you're very descriptive in what you're looking for, you'll get the answer right there.
Knowledge is key, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, I could tell you, but you don't get nothing out of that. If you go find it for yourself, it's a little different. So
you learn better that way.
When
you got to search it on your own, you're figuring it out.
For sure, bro.
It's an easier grind.
For sure. So yeah, that's how it started. It started for real, man, with a heat press, a vinyl cutter, and just vinyl in my mama's back room of the crib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once people started wanting the hats and things of that nature, we were outsourcing, getting them embroidered. But like the first t-shirts were like custom logo, graphic logo tees. I was pressing them in the crib, you know what I'm saying?
I done that before.
Me and C, I would be like first 2 years, like I said, I was thugging. Then after that, when bro came in, he would be there with me, we pressing, you know what I'm saying? So
what made you want to get your own store? Instead of doing the like normal, like now it seems like normally people don't want to get a store, they want to go online with everything.
So online is good, you know what I mean, because it keeps your overhead down, you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about certain things, but just from a brick and mortar space, bro, you know, it's nothing like it, you know what I mean? When people get to see something tangible, you walk in here, I seen the Made in Norfolk shirt, damn, I get to touch the Made in Norfolk shirt. I'm in the Made in Norfolk store, you know? It's a different vibe to it, and you know, I'm a big Nip fan. Prior to him passing, I was really big and heavy into that and the whole Crenshaw thing, though, like the movement of it all. So that was always a goal of mine. I was like, yo, bro, I can see myself doing this shit. Like, Hov show you where it can go, but Nip show you how to start it.
Man.
He show you how to start it. You just gotta pay attention to it. Like, it's really right there. Yeah, it's right there, bro. Like, so once I was already moving in that space, I was like, damn, all right, we're gonna keep this shit moving this way. So that just was naturally, progressively grow. Excuse me.
No, you good.
Oh man,
Bless you.
It ain't want to see it, but yeah, that's just what it was though. Just paying attention, like following in those footsteps, mimicking what I saw. I was working at Jimmy Jazz, the Military Circle Mall, as a store manager, bro, and my man Big Steve. Shout out to Big Steve, the Ghetto Trophy. Like trophies, like one of the people from the town now, I guess, since I have adopted the whole marathon thing in a sense with the whole Made in Norfolk store. You look at me, they say, oh, you neighborhood nipple of the town. I'd be like, all right, bro, if that's the case, Steve is Master P. All right? Steve is the Master P in the town, bro. He got a furniture store, bro. He had car lots, bro. He had rap, bro. He had barbershop. Like, my man has done everything. Like, so he's also known about me trying to make this happen. So I'm in the mall working one day, bro. He came in and was like, yo, bro, what's next? What you trying to do? You know what I mean? I was like, I'm trying to get a store. He was like, you know, the mall got some of the best rent space and they looking for black business. So he helped direct and guide, point us in the right direction.
Respect.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know, most people don't try to help you when you're, you know what I mean, trying to move. They look at like, oh, what can I gain from it?
Right.
Bro wasn't trying to gain nothing. He just saw and respected what it was and was like, I'm gonna help you, you know what I mean, make something else out of it.
Respect the hustle.
Yeah, respected the hustle. So he pointed me in the right direction. You know, I took the initiative, pushed forward with it, and, you know, through God's grace and favor, bro, you know what I'm saying? We here. A year and 6.5, 7 months in, dog. So like I said, we almost 2 years in now, man. So
you kind of had a team that helped you know, get to where y'all at now.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have had. I always say our team was the town for real, you know, because the city supported on such a high level. You know what I mean? Me and my partner Carnell were like, just that was a lot of our team and leg work, bro. You know, people just wanting to support us genuinely, and then from there wanting to support the branding and just represent where we were from and we are from. So yeah, like we definitely had each other. You know, we had some people help out but the city itself is the team, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
And I see you do a lot of giving back, and you allow a lot of other, you know, entrepreneurs to come in here and put out their product, give them a storefront to allow them to push their work out of. And you allow other rappers. You still do the rap competition?
We do. So right now I'm doing open mics at Living Room every Saturday. It's called Rhythm and Flow Saturdays. And you know, my thing, bro, is just I know what it's like being an artist, so I always try to pay the artist when they come out and perform. The way we got it set up is if you come out and you bring 10 supporters, they say they're here to see you, I break bread with you at the door.
Respect.
So it's $10 to get in for each person. You know, at $10, now we at 100, bam, I split it down the middle, bro. You got 50, I got 50. And every follower after that comes, it's the same split. So I tell people, like, you know, if you say you hot, you fire, bro. Bring 30 people, and I'll pay you for the 30 people. Like, it ain't that many places that you're gonna go to that's gonna offer that to you. You know what I mean? As an artist, they just gonna try to take your bread. It's free. You just gotta hit me to sign up. You know what I mean? So that's it. It's just I'm just trying to help create infrastructure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a young OG, I guess, in a sense, but like I remember really trying to start doing this shit. It really wanted a lot of outlets. It wanted a lot of avenues. It wanted a lot of people like trying to help and guide. So since I've been blessed to be able to do it, still get a lot of love. Yeah, we're gonna show people how to do it. Give you away, bro.
You kind of, you know what I'm saying? You created your own lane, man. It's plenty of, you know, clothing. There's plenty of shirts out here. There's plenty of clothing brand, but there's nobody that did something for the city. So that created its own lane, allowed the city to show support, show love. Because anybody that said they from Norfolk first. You got a MADE in Norfolk shirt? You ain't from Norfolk yet then. You ain't from Norfolk yet. You know what I'm saying?
So me and C talk about it all the time, how inadvertently, bro, we kind of like made a staple, you know what I mean, in the area, bro. Like we out of our own love for the town, you know, that's what sparked this, you know what I'm saying? But from that, it's just, this is like nostalgic in a sense now, bro. Like in 10 years, somebody gonna be like, yo, you got MADE in Norfolk hat, bro. I remember when the store was first open and this, that, and the third, or whatever. It's so often that he and I both get hit up from people that's randomly be like, yo, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, and I seen somebody with a MADE in Norfolk hat on, and we had a moment from me having a t-shirt and them having
I was in Dubai. And I hadn't even, this was probably like 3 years ago. And I hadn't even been home yet. I was, you know, overseas. And somebody walked in with a MADE in Norfolk, a guy was in the mall with a MADE in Norfolk hoodie on. They had the it was a tour with the neighborhoods on the back. And I walked up to him, I was like, hey bro, where you from? From Norfolk, you see it? Like, I'm from Norfolk, but where you get that from? You know what I'm saying? He put me on, showed love. As soon as I got down, touched down with Cornell, pulled up out the hole, got me a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I needed it because I felt like it wasn't, I won't show them my city support. It was no way to show support.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? I only can tell people I'm from Norfolk, but wearing that, I was able to show, you know what I'm saying?
It's such a piece in itself, bro. Like, it's such a statement piece, bro. So many people see it even when I'm out of town. And they not from the town, but they have family in surrounding cities, and they say, Norfolk, I know where that's at, bro. You from Virginia. Like, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So it's just, it's giving us a sense of pride. It's giving us something to stand on as our own, you know what I mean? In comparison to New York hats, Crenshaw tees, you know what I mean? Boston Red Sox caps, however you see it. This is our branding, you know what I mean? Outside of that VA hat, you know what I mean? No diss to it, but.
No, I understand, sure. Definitely. So, how did y'all go about basically using a brand and pushing it? Was it just word of mouth, or did y'all do any type of online radio ads, billboards?
So, you know, we haven't really gotten into the billboard space. I tell people it's all grassroots, bro, because a lot of the people that were familiar with it initially were familiar with it for me just from a music space, because I wore it all the time. Like, it got to a point where I was like, yo, I ain't wearing nothing but MADE in Norfolk, bro. Like, this is gonna be a part of my branding. Like, all right, I'm a driver, A driver, a rapper, MADE in Norfolk, same thing. You know what I mean? Synonymous. So from there, you know, it was growing, and then, like I say, bro, being out north, you getting into the hood, that's one of the biggest neighborhoods in the area, bro. So that took it kind of from a word of mouth space, me being out Poplar Halls and Park Place and tapping in with my guys, that took it to another space. And then just being online, me doing it in the videos, the shows, being heavily visible in my own product just helped push it also, you know, because like I said, it got to a point. You're not gonna walk in my closet right now and see nothing that don't got this on it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Legitimately, though, tops, bottoms, hats, with everything. We're working on underwear and undergarments now. So, like, really though, you get what I'm saying? So, I had somebody tell me, bro, they worked for my man worked for Play Clothes. He was like, yo, you know, one of the reasons why I feel like your branding is so strong is because you guys wear it so religiously. Or like y'all have something on for your branding every day. And
I tell people that who have clothing brands and ask me like, yo, how can I grow it? How can I do this? You're not even wearing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How I'm supposed to ask you what this is if you're not wearing it? You know what I'm saying? You can't even show me an example right now. What you gotta wear your own clothes, man. You got to, because nobody else ain't gonna wear it if you ain't wearing it.
Yeah, right. It's a you have to believe it for everybody else to believe it type situation.
That's right.
And
that's right.
With us, we gonna drill it in your head so much just from you seeing it on everything that we got on. Like from the smallest of small pieces of garments, we got a chicken chaser on it, a made in Norfolk man, whatever, you know, and it just grew from there, you know what I'm saying? And people, like I said, people taking such pride in themselves, want to take pictures and tag made in Norfolk, like post and showcase that they got their made in Norfolk t-shirt. You see all these signatures on the wall. Most people come here and take a picture of their signature when they sign it because it's just, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely helped, you know, super grassroots, super organic, man.
Well, look, I appreciate you, bro, for, you know what I'm saying, giving some words of wisdom, man.
No problem.
I appreciate what you're doing for the city. I really
appreciate y'all. Like I said, I appreciate the town for being a team and tapping in. Y'all, we here because of y'all. We had the idea, you know what I mean, and we tried to push it to fruition, but the town helped manifest it just by having that same love and pride like we do. So all love to the town, always for the town store. You know what I'm saying?
I got 2 more questions for you.
Yes, sir.
I like to end my videos with a quote. You got a quote of your own or?
Oh, just made in Norfolk is high fashion.
High fashion, high fashion. And then can you give my entrepreneurs out there who watching this some type of guide, something to
consistency, man, and chase. Consistency is key, you know. That's something that we tell everybody, like, you know, people see the success of the store and the things that we got going on, and a lot of times they feel like it was overnight. But like I said, we really 10 years in on this, you know what I mean? As a whole, it was times when niggas didn't have inventory, we couldn't meet the demand, but we just kept going, kept pushing until it got to a space where everything is as we wanted it to be. When we first got this store, they wanted this many racks in here, you know what I mean? The store, all the walls weren't painted, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was still a skeleton of a store, but the consistent grind and just pushing, pursuing this space where we are now got us here. So, you know, that's what I tell everybody, man. Whatever your goal is, push that. Don't let nobody try to deter or defer you from staying on your goal and your grind. Keep chasing and stay consistent in it, and see the results. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Wear your product.
Wear your product. Dedication, consistency, and hard work. Wear your product.
Yes.
I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro, for sure.
Man, love, man. Thank you for what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate y'all. We out.